Hello there assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. You join me for the 5th and final episode in my mini-series where I'm teaching you guys how to build a Victorian train station here in Minecraft. And of course, if you made it 5 episodes in and you still don't know what this train station is of, then, well, good on you for blocking that out. But this is the Ramsbottom train station from the East Lancashire Railway. So, in today's final episode, I say final like it's going to be an easy one, but I promise you we have got our work cut out for us. It's going to be okay. We've got this big old signal up here to build. We've got the water tower, which is very iconic to the station. It gives it that signature sort of look. We've got ourselves these two kind of kiosk booths. Maybe this one's like a coffee shop and this one's kind of just a shed for different train station things. Then we have the details on the actual platform itself, which is like quite a lot of signage, another little sheddy thing down here, lots of plant pots, scales, a mirror or a timetable. Yeah, lots of bits and bobs. Then we of course have this little signage out here for the actual Ramsbottom town sort of map here, and of course the old signposts and stuff. And well, finally, the ticket office itself. I'm going to put my phone on silent. You did not hear that. But yeah, let's get ourselves started with the 5th and final part of this awesome mini-series. Let's go for it. Okay then, assassins. So to make a start, we need to grab ourselves some anvils, some spruce stairs, some nether brick wall, a white shulker box, which actually comes up quite a lot in this first bit, an item frame, some nether brick fences, some nether brick slabs, black candles, and some nether brick stairs as well. Now what we're going to try and do is use up all the nether brick we can in this first segment. So stay tuned because hopefully we can do it all in one go. What we're going to do firstly is build a bench. We're going to go in line with the edge of the building, just on this left side, so closest to the footbridge. We'll go one block up on the pathway here, not the yellow line, and we'll build here for our bench. 2 lots of stairs, another anvil just here. We now need to go ahead and find ourselves the first bollard and the lamp post. We're going to go in line with the door here on the left side. We're going to go following this line all the way down to the edge of the path here. Go one block across to the left. And then up from this one is where the lamppost is for 2 lots of the wall. And the bollard should be on its diagonal left, just here closest to the yellow line. On the bollard, we build these with an item frame on top and a white shulker box on top of that one, just like so. Now then, for this lamppost, we're going to build ourselves upwards for 15 blocks in total, but firstly, we will count up to the 4th one. So 1, 2, 3, and on 4, we'll come out on the sides with our fences. So that's 4. Now we'll go up to 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and forward. And then 1, 2, 3 for the 15 just here. And for the top of this lamppost, we will do ourselves a block temporarily to be able to place a stair upside down forward and a stair upside down on the back. And this one is going to have ourselves a nether brick fence on top, a black candle on top here. We should do ourselves a whole block up here. No, we won't. We'll do a slab up top, and then we'll do another slab forward, just like so. And then we'll do ourselves an item frame, and we'll have to come back for some more materials a bit later on. But that is the most part of the lamppost done. Good stuff. Alright, we need to work down on the bottom for another bollard. I think it's only just the one. Yeah, it is, up from this one. So this one is going to be in line with 2 blocks along from the wall of the ticket office. So we'll come back in line again with this one. So just here, make sure it's in line with the previous bollard, item frame, and a shulker box on top, just like so. There is also a couple details on the door we could actually achieve, but I think we'll do that a little bit later as well. So for now, we'll go back up toward the car park, and we'll build up the little height restriction thing that goes above the car park. On the second block back on the pathway, so after the zebra crossing, we'll take 2 of our nether brick wall, and to the opposite side as well. And we'll take ourselves some nether brick fences. So we'll do 1 here, 2 and 3, but we'll knock out the middle one, as there's going to need to be some quartz in there. This one can have the full 3, and this one comes along to connect to the other side, just like so. Perfect stuff. Alright, cool. Now then, if we go up to the block up from this one, so just behind it, and start counting here, we can then go ahead and build ourselves these like recycling boxes that go here. They're going to be 3 blocks across, so 1, 2, and 3, And then on this one is our first recycling box, but we'll do a block of nether just here, slab here, slab over, and we'll have to come back for the dispensers that we use for these recycling boxes, just there and there. Now up here there's 2 more bollards. We go 3 blocks away from the height restriction, 1, 2 and 3, on 4, 1, 2 and 3, and on this one as well. Item frame, white shulker box of course on these ones, just like so, perfection. And then what we need to do is we are going to go ahead and place ourselves some of this nether brick fence next to our height restriction. Actually we'll leave a block gap, I think. A block gap just here, I think it's just the one. And we're going to run this all the way to the other side of our car park, just up this way. And what we'll do on every one after is place an item frame, and you guess what's going to be in the item frame? It is of course going to be a candle. No, it will be a white shulker box. So we'll do these like so, and then place our white shulkers in. You don't have to change the direction of them if you don't want to. It's absolutely fine. There we go. Nice one. Okay, so now we'll take ourselves an item frame on this second wall in here. We will go to the 3rd block up, 1, 2 and 3. And over here again the same thing, 3rd block up. We also want to do ourselves a couple of these around here, one just there on the fence, another one straight after the hedge here, and then one 3rd block in from the side just here, like so. And these are going to be to mark out our disabled parking spaces. So you can see that one is adjacent pretty much to that one to that one, and then so on and so forth with these ones as well. Perfect stuff. Alright guys, looking good. Now we'll backtrack to our big door over here. We'll stick an item frame just on the 4th block up on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and stick ourselves a black candle up here and another side. Sorry, one the other side as well. But we need to of course place them on something to then have them floating like in Harry Potter. So we want to go just above the item frame. We can stick ourselves a slab here and here. Stick ourselves a candle here and here. And then take the slabs out of the way, just like so. Good stuff. Next we're going to go down to the corner, down this way. We're going to spin around so we're facing the station this direction. So we're like on the road of the level crossing. We're going to count ourselves 7 blocks in from the pathway here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 just here. On this one just here, this will be our number 1, and we want to get ourselves to 4 so we can build a wall. We'll take our nether brick wall, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, wall just here. We'll then do ourselves 3 of our fences just here, and that is it for those materials just there. We then want to go ahead and count a little bit further up from this. So here we'll go with 1, 2, 3, stop here, go with another 1, 2, and on the 3rd one up here, we'll take ourselves 2 of our nether brick wall, and we're going to build this lovely sort of town sign up here. We'll do 3 of these walls actually. Then we'll do 2 this way, 2 forward, 2 to the side, and then 3 again down this way, just so you have yourself the big sign, like so. We can also take ourselves a black candle just here, and one the opposite side as well, for the sort of posts on our big sign just there. Now we're going to build a little bit of our signal on the actual platform. So what we're going to do is come onto the platform here, go in line with our planter just here, our big plant pot. We take ourselves 2 blocks away from this one, and we build ourselves 2 fences here for 2 up, like so. We can then go ahead and take ourselves another one, just so we can build in front of it diagonally, and take 3 lots of these going up this way. We'll then take ourselves another one coming forward, 1, 2, 3, just like so. That's 2 lots of these 3s, and then we'll do a 3rd one just up here as well, 1, 2, and 3 up there like so. We've got the 2, 3, 3, 3. Perfect. On the top one, on the right side, we'll do ourselves a slab just here, which will connect to the signal itself. And on the first one, we are going to go to the, I think this is on the right side. Just got to double check my work here. Just got to make sure I know where it is. Ah yeah, so it's on the second fence up here. 1, 2, just like so, at the top of that one, basically. Awesome. Now we're going to get ourselves to the top of our actual signal up here, obviously connected to this top bit of the ladder. We will do ourselves, well, it's going to be a little bit awkward to place, but what we'll do is we'll go to the middle of this one and just build basically like a block away for a second. Do an upside down stair just in line with that second fence just there. And we'll build this one just here as well. Now I believe this one comes out to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a little bit over the train tracks. Should be in the middle of the train tracks, just like so. We'll take a slab here. I'll build the slab all the way to the back and do a full block on this side over here. And then upside down stairs the other side as well, just like so. Then we'll do ourselves nether brick fences right the way around this signal, including up near the ladder. So back to there like so. And then we'll take ourselves 2 of our nether brick wall in here like so. We'll do 1 up top and then 1 forward and remove this one back here. And that is a bit that we need for later on. That is good to get that done now though. Save us a little job for later. Awesome. Well, this looks amazing so far. Nice work. Right, let's go down to the ground, down here. Let's go 3 blocks away from this piece of the ladder. 1, 2, 3. And on this one, this one, this one, build a full block and do a second layer of that full block just there. That is only the 3 blocks just there, so it's going to hold up this platform just above. But of course we're going to need some more materials for that one, so don't worry about that for now. Lovely jubbly. Right, next thing we can do is find out where the pipe comes from the water tower. So this one, we're going to count down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the 12th one, we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4 and knock out the bottom fence post here. So we have ourselves the pipe that comes down from the water tower. Perfect. So after this water pipe, we are going to go down the platform and we're going to go ahead and find ourselves the part of the wall that changes from the stone to the wood up here. We're going to go to the second block forward from it and we're going to take ourselves 2 of our whole blocks of our nether, like so. Then we'll do 2 brick wall, which will stay here forever. We need a 3rd one that's temporary to get to the 4th one, where we knock out the 3rd and then place a candle on the top one. Annoyingly, there is an item frame here, but there's also one on the 2nd block up, and we haven't got that block just yet. So we'll place that one temporarily, and then we'll grab like another one later. That's not a big deal, should be fine. Now we can go forward from this and actually add in our benches. We're going to go for the gap here from the wood to the building, so we'll take ourselves our spruce stairs here, our anvils on both sides of the benches, of course, for the armchairs, or the arms of the chair. We'll leave a gap of 5 from our anvil, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on 6 we'll place another bench just here, and place 2 more blocks and another anvil this way. We'll do another 2 stairs and another anvil, so we've used 3 anvils in total, not 4. And these will be underneath windows, basically up this way. There's of course going to be another doorway, so we want to leave a gap of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another anvil will go here on that 5th one. 2 stairs, anvil, 2 stairs, anvil. There is going to be another little door up here, but we've actually finished the benches for now, so we can leave that be. Good stuff. And then we'll go back to placing some more of our nether brick fences on this side. So we're going to count from in on the fence gates here, sorry, fence posts, for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go behind this and pretend there is a whole block here. We can just use a shulker for now to represent it. 2 fences high, knock out the shulker. We'll take ourselves 1 here, 1 to the left, just like so, and then 1 up just here. And that's kind of like a rain catcher. There's going to be like sort of a rain catcher down here, which is obviously going to be a cauldron, but we're trying to make it look like it's a trickle sort of catcher just there, which is pretty cool. So there we go, that is everything we can do with these materials, so we must swap these out and get on with some more detail. Let's now go ahead and take ourselves some short grass, some mossy cobblestone, a warped trapdoor, a grass block, andesite wall, smooth quartz slabs, a white candle, a dead bush, and some stripped dark oak wood. And we're going to try and finish this little patch just here. What we'll firstly do is take ourselves a smooth quartz slab just here. So on the second to last fence here. Here. And then we'll do one diagonally up from it, just on the second layer up there, like so. A white candle will go on the top of that, and that is our street post, which looks really cool. We'll do 3 of our andesite wall just out from the posts at the bottom there. We'll do ourselves a grass block here, and a grass block here, so kind of on the back diagonal and the front diagonal of this big sign. And we'll surround it with warped trapdoors on all 4 sides, of course. We'll do ourselves a dead bush on the right side and a piece of grass on the left side. And then we'll plant ourselves a tree over here. Now this one is going to be, again, about a diagonal away. So we leave this one empty and we do our tree kind of here, which is good stuff. So this one's going to have a different type of trapdoor surrounding it. It will have the crimson trapdoors. So we'll grab these now and just surround these like so. Now this tree is an interesting one, so I'm going to try and build this now before I get onto the mossy cobblestone, because it's a little bit weird. I'm going to go up for about 3 blocks. That's 3 there. I'll go on the left side for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to drop back down on the third one and build 1 out the front here, 2 out the back. I'm going to go 1 up on this right side here, and then 2 up, diagonally up, and then 1 up this way, like so. Now I'm going to go for the off diagonal of this one, so over here, and this will be 2 up. Then I'm going to go back on myself for 1 just here, like so. I'll do 1 to the left here, and then 1 diagonally forward from this one. Down this way, where are we looking? Okay, so here, we'll come out and bring 1 forward here, and do 1 diagonally off to the right side there. And then we'll drop back down onto this bigger 4. We'll go to the second block. Now we'll go to the third block down this one. Take ourselves 3 forward, and then 1 out the side, just like so. It is a dead tree, because I'm building this sort of in winter a little bit. But you guys can feel free to give this some leaves and make it look really pretty if you want to. But there we go, that is that tree done. Try to keep it as original as possible. So for the mossy cobblestone, what we need to do here is literally just outline what we have already. So we're going to use ourselves the andesite to mark this out. We'll go underneath this andesite wall, bringing this forward by 2 blocks, and then we start to do a diagonal sort of shape around our different things here, and then up until the crimson trapdoors, where we'll go just on the same one as, I think, and then go back on ourselves this way. If we want to extend this a bit in a minute, we can, but we don't really need to be fair. It's just to give it like a little bit more texture underneath kind of like a landscaped area, really. So when you put this in, it should look pretty cool. Gives it a bit more greenery as well, which is always good. We like that. We like a bit of greenery. Okay, here we go. 1 block under there. 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. And then take a look at your handiwork. It should look pretty cool. And that does, to be fair, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. That seems to be enough blocks in my opinion. But if you guys want to add more, please feel free. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we are ready to move on. But before we do, let's take our stripped dark oak wood and go down here to our sort of scales up this way. And just add in a block just there. And then you can add in your second item frame on that block just up top. Perfect. Alright, let's get some new blocks. Okay then, assassins, we are now going to take ourselves some warped signs. We will take a sea lantern, a glow item frame, a dropper, a dispenser, smooth quartz slabs, a warped hanging sign, a block of iron, and an item frame as well. First stop of the day is going to be up here on the second fence up here. I'm going to write nut all, basically, and then park, I believe, yep, just here. I'm going to get this onto the second line on our lamppost just here, like so. Now you can, if you want to, separate the 2 words together, but it is a little bit hard to then get them in the middle of the sign. I did have some trouble with doing this, so you can see it's a little bit off. So maybe just correct that just slightly. Kinda better. So there we go. Once you've done that one, you can then take yourself up to the top of the lamp and just replace this item frame with a glow one and a sea lantern. One lamppost complete. Now we'll come back down this way and we'll add in our recycling bins. We want ourselves a dispenser and a dropper and a dispenser for the 2 types of recycling bins. We'll do a quartz slab up here in the middle of the road on the top of the height restriction. Then a whole block of quartz just here. We'll then take ourselves these warped hanging signs in where the disabled parking spaces are. So in these item frames. There we go, we can't forget one. And then we'll go onto the platform again and we will go ahead and add more detail to our signal down here. We're going to take an entire row of iron, an item frame and an iron block up here. Okay, more materials. Okay then assassins, we are going to work on the ticket office now so we can actually finish this side of the station. We're going to take ourselves some polished andesite, some cracked stone bricks, some polished andesite stairs, stripped birch wood, some stripped spruce wood, a spruce button, a spruce sign, an iron trapdoor, and a lever as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves the polished andesite stairs and we'll go above these windows here, so they're not going to be 4 blocks anymore, they'll be shrunk down to 3, just like so. And we'll do that on the opposite side as well. Just like so. We also then want to add in ourselves some stairs in the doorway. One here and one here. And then go back into the doorway. And we're going to build up ourselves a little bit of a door. We'll do our stripped spruce wood right the way up to the polished andesite. And then we'll do ourselves stripped birch wood after every one. Or actually, we do this starting down here. So that we're underneath the stair there. And again on the opposite side, and we'll take ourselves the spruce wood to fill the gaps, just like so. Awesome. And then we'll take ourselves the spruce signs on these, which kind of look like acacia with the vibrant visuals, but we'll do these on the door for more texture, and then do our spruce button just here like so for the big old sort of door handle there. We'll take ourselves 2 iron trapdoors just here and here and go onto the flip side of these. They should be around here. And fold them up alongside the door like so. Perfect. There's a couple details on this side that we've missed just out at the moment, but we will put them on afterwards, so don't worry about that. Now let's spin around to this side of the building. We can add in a couple more blocks here with our stripped spruce. We will go with 1, 2, 3 for those 2. Just like so for the time being. We'll spin around to the platform and finish up this wall. We will take ourselves, it's going to be 5 blocks with our cracked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then our polished comes in and does 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Then we'll take ourselves the cracked for 2 above it. And then we'll build cracked to the rest of the wall just there. We'll do this as an entire wall. We'll take a andesite stair just here. We'll do ourselves this one, leveling across. Then we'll take ourselves the design, of course, with our andesite. So we'll knock out this one, add that in, and copy sort of the thing just here, but a little bit different to the other side. Oh, actually, let's do this here. So actually, let's match it to the other side. That'll probably be for the best. Add in the cracked in between the gaps, of course. We can leave ourselves this 1 block gap under the window. Sorry, under the stair for the window. So we just fill in the rest with cracked. Just like so, which we've done. And then going beyond this, there's another door. Obviously, this one is going to be a small sort of little door next to the bench here. We'll take ourselves polished andesite for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And there'll be an upside down stair matching in line with that one over there, but on the diagonal. We'll do cracked stone bricks around that one. We'll do 3 of our stripped spruce down here. And on the middle one, we'll do our button. And then here we'll try and add in our wall again. This one's going to be worth 5 as well. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and build up behind these benches just for 2 layers like so. This right one can be filled all the way to the ceiling. We'll do a block over the top and a stair down for another window. Leave a gap for this, the window just here. So fill in these extra 3 blocks for our wall, like so. Then we will go with these 2 blocks just on the left side up the top here And this is going to be onto our big doorway, just over this way. So now we can copy pretty much the front here. We'll go up with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks with our andesite. Upside down stair, block of andesite, and there'll be another upside down stair the opposite way around as well, just there. Then we'll do ourselves more of these andesite the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving a gap of 3 for our door. Remember how we did the other one? We'll do that here as well. So we'll build the stripped up to there and behind the stairs, and then birch after every single other one, just like so. Stripped again between these, just like that. Spin around to the front side and add in yourself your smooth, I almost said smooth button, your spruce button down there, and we're adding ourselves the spruce signs on these birch blocks as well for, again, the more texture. Just like so. We'll also add in our cracked over the top of the doorway, just like that. And then down the side of this one, there is going to be a double window behind these benches. So we'll build to the middle of this bench, so to this anvil here, for 2 layers of course. We'll build these 2 walls all the way up to the ceiling, as they're going to follow that pattern there. And then our window will be on this one. So we're going to add the arch of the window here. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up. Upside down stair, either side of that one. Cracked over the top, and then cracked down this way. 2 blocks in this space here. And then we're getting it over past these benches here. So once we've done this one over here, that is perfect. We then do another doorway. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more cracked. Upside down stair on this one here. Cracked above. 2 more cracked coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with our polished. Then we'll take 3 of our stripped spruce wood. A button in the middle of that one, just so we've kind of kept the administration sort of door on both sides of the station. And then over this way we're adding ourselves a couple more windows. We can also do ourselves the pattern again with our andesite. So we'll copy this pattern as if it was the front side as well, just like so. And we can add in ourselves the 2 layers at the bottom with our cracked. Cracked in the gaps, of course, we know those are there. And then we'll add in ourselves 1 lot of cracked here, 1 lot over the top, and we'll do another window just here before the end. So upside down stair, crack down this side, and then that is for the window just in there. Amazing, look at that. That is seamless. That flows very nicely. Perfection. Alright, now we'll get on to some more detail around here and make sure to finish all this up. But good stuff, Assassins, that looks awesome. Oh, I've just realised, you see our little rivets here, they're a little bit wrong. So I'm just going to change these up. That was my fault. Got myself confused. So there we go. Simple fix. There we go. Oh, and just change the bottom one without trying to build on an anvil. There we go. Right. Let's get the rest of the materials we need to complete this building. Okay then, Assassins, let's take ourselves a glass pane. We want a blue stained glass pane as well. A bamboo sign. A birch sign. Some birch stairs. Some normal glass blocks. A clock. An item frame again. And some black stained glass panes as well. Let's go around to the car park side of the building and take ourselves the glass panes in the gaps here. Oh, and of course we're missing our stairs as well, so we'll grab those now and just fill these in. There we go, perfect. Add in the glass in the windows here, and obviously in these ones as well. On the actual door here, what we're going to do is just take ourselves a bamboo sign just diagonally down from the item frame, and write on it Ramsbottom Station, of course, so everyone knows where they're entering. Perfect. And then we'll take ourselves a blue stained glass pane just here. In these windows we'll do ourselves the glass panes again, the normal ones of course. Perfect. We will spin around to this side of the building and we will take ourselves 2 upside down birch stairs above the door and then 2 of our glass blocks. We'll then do ourselves 2 empty birch signs here and here, and then 2 beneath. Oops, sorry, not there. 1 block away, 2 beneath. We'll then spin around onto the platform, and we will take ourselves a black stained glass pane. It's going to be just here, so between these 2 rivets of the building, and 1 block away. Awesome. We'll do 3 item frames down here on the lowest point of the platform. These are going to be for our water buckets, kind of for like a fire safety sort of thing. We'll take an upside down birch stair here, a normal glass block up top. Actually no, you know what, I'll do a glass pane up here. 3 obviously in here as well. We'll do ourselves an empty birch sign on the top and bottom of this one little button. More glass panes in here. Over on the big door, I don't think there's anything changing over here. I think we keep that all the same, but there is going to be a clock up here. The clock will be just on this block here, 1 block away from the stair, 2 blocks away from the big door, and the clock in the item frame up there. We'll take ourselves the next black stained glass pane in between these windows on the second and a sight down. We'll do our glass panes in both of these windows. We'll do one above this doorway, and of course doing our upside down stair here as well. Birch sign here and here. And then glass panes on this one as well. Perfect. Now I think that's everything, so let's get some more materials. Hey assassins, it is Wheel from the future. I've realised a mistake with the clip that was supposed to go in this gap, so I'm just reshooting it, but as you can see, the building behind me is now complete. We will be getting onto that stage in a second, but for now we need to get on with some banners. We're going to take ourselves a white banner, and then 2 of our black banners. We need some blue dye, white dye, black dye, and yellow dye. We also need the banner pattern for field masoned, and then we need a loom as well. If we plonk our loom down, we're basically trying to make these car park banners just over here. So these are going to tell you the timetables and also the prices for parking here. So if we open up our loom and pretend our inventory is nice and clean, we will firstly build ourselves the white banner with the sort of blue on it. We'll take the white banner in and the blue firstly. We want to get ourselves Chief Fest. I believe it is this one. Yeah, it is the sort of like quarter, 1 3/4 of the banner with the blue. Then we need a white dye in here, and we are going to go with the base fest. Base gradient. I was like, base fest? That doesn't make any sense. Base gradient, just not that one, the other one. This one here, so it's a little bit sort of hazy on the blue now. And then we'll take this out and get ourselves black field masoned just in here. Perfect. And then we'll take ourselves the blue Chief Fest again. Don't ask me why I've done it this way around. I was very weird with my banners when I was trying to, you know, build this tutorial, so I apologise for doing the same thing over and over again, but there we go. We come to the conclusion of having the banner done. So the black banners are going to go in next. We take the black banner in first, and then we need the yellow dye in next. I'm going to take ourselves field masoned again, just like so we get these Mario sort of bricks. Then we're going to need ourselves a black pally. Now I think this is the sort of 3 lines over. It is 3 lines, 4 lines. Sorry, down the banner there. So black pally. Then we need yellow dye back in, and we need a Chief Dexter Canton, which is going to be one of these corner sort of cubes up here. So there's the Chief Dexter Canton for this one. So we'll take this out, put this back in. We'll put our black dye back in and get the border just here so we can border this entire banner. And this one is now complete. Now if we stick our next black banner in, this one's going to be a different one. We're going to go with yellow dye. Field masoned again, of course. Then we need ourselves some black dye back in so we can get the pally again. Then we need ourselves white dye in here so we can get ourselves a Chief Sinister Canton. So it's going to be the opposite way around to that Dexter Canton. Sinister Canton, there it is. And then a black border to outline this entire banner, and we can call it done. And we take these 3 banners, oops, make sure they're in our hotbar, and we want to go ahead and place the white on this quartz, the one with the yellow canton over on this corner, the white ones here, and one behind it, just like so. So they're going to be the car park signs, like I said, telling you the prices to park in the car park. There you go, approval from Retro as well. Awesome stuff. And let's crack on with the rest of the build. So this is our last very, very big section in this tutorial. We're going to take ourselves some dark oak fence gates, some birch planks, some dark oak trapdoors, birch fence gates, mud brick stairs, mud brick slabs, polished andesite stairs, mud brick walls, and a water bucket. And we're going to finish up the roof. We're not going to take the water bucket for that one though. We will place the water buckets down here for the fire buckets like so. So if we take our birch over and start on top of this trapdoor here, we will work our way around. So we'll go 1 block away from the building on the front as well. But this one should go overlapping, kind of shading off the top of the doorway just there, which is absolutely perfect. So when we then work around this way, we then want to leave a space again, so that when we get around here, we should be able to curve in just after the building there and underneath that block just around there. And that is going to be perfect. We'll then want to take ourselves dark oak trapdoors on the top of every single one of these blocks, just to add like a chocolate bar effect to the top for no particular reason other than I'm hungry. No, we need to do this for texturing. So we'll just add those in like so. And then we'll also add in ourselves dark oak fence gates on these ones, but not open, just closed. All the way around the front here as well. Again, doing that trim that we've done on the station roof, and of course on the other roof as well for the little waiting room on platform 1. And then when we get around this corner, we do only 2, like so. So they kind of seamlessly sync together like that, which is really cool. Okay, then we're going to take ourselves, actually we'll start in this corner, this will be good. We'll take ourselves a mud slab here, a stair this way, and a stair this way. Then next slab layer up, a slab there, stair, stair, and you can sort of see the routine going on here. Another slab, stair, stair, and I believe we need 5 of these in total. Let me just double check my counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. We have 3. So another slab, stair, stair, and that's 4. And another slab, stair, stair, and that should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We do this on all 4 of these corners, of course. So we'll do one here. And again, do the stairs around it like so. Like this, and then again, bit of a slow process this one, slow burner, but it'll look awesome when it's done, and it's really helpful to get the corners done firstly, so that when you fill in the andesite, it does not feel like a chore. It just feels like a very satisfying job, which is always a pleasant thing. So we'll take a stair here and here, slab, stair, stair, and again, and again. And again, and we should be onto the top now. Double check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again in this corner. Now this one's an interesting one because we're kind of like chopped off a little bit. So we start this corner as the slab would be sort of in that that plank just there. So that's fine. We've kind of saved ourselves a little job with a slab, so we just make sure to count that as number 1. So we're now on 3, technically. 4. Oops. Helps if we get the stairs the right way around. And then 5 up here. And then we go ahead and seamlessly put ourselves polished andesite between these. And it should close up everything absolutely spot on. Like that. And then we do around the corner here as well. So the gap underneath you can actually fill in if you want to. But I've left mine nice and empty, giving myself a little bit of a, you know, lesser job to have to worry about. So it's all hidden away from the eye of non-builders. So we can just take our time and fill this in and pretend nothing has happened beneath this and it's all filled in because we're such great builders, but actually we can be as lazy as we like. So we'll fill all this in. Down here. And then of course this way as well, even though it's shaded of course from the platform, we still want to make sure the roof is fully filled in. Otherwise it will look a little bit odd, so make sure to do this one. We'll get it up to the top and then we'll build a lovely chimney on top, which is very Victorian. Because you can imagine these old ticket booths, these 2 old ticket buildings, sorry, they would have had like a big waiting area with a big old fireplace. So we definitely want to make sure we add that in properly. And there we go. Awesome. That looks awesome. Now I'm going to swap my water bucket out for some polished andesite blocks, just so it's a little bit easier to work with, rather than placing on upside down stairs constantly or something. So I get these polished andesite blocks, and I'm going to put myself a slab of mud in my mud corners, of course, firstly, and then use my polished andesite to fill in the roof just up here. Smooth it all over, ensure we don't have anything to worry about up top. And then we'll build our chimney firstly, and then we'll come back to doing a little bit of a trim on the roof as well. So we'll add in 2 stairs back to back like so. Then we'll take ourselves some mud bricks for 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 in the middle. So we have like 6 in total. We'll do 2 blocks in the middle, 2 ups and down stairs this side and 2 the other side. We take ourselves 4 mud brick wall in the middle, and 2 slabs on those ones like so. And you've got yourself a Victorian chimney. And then all we do is take ourselves stairs the other way around, so this way, and build these right the way to the end of the roof just there. I believe that's the right way around. Let me just check. Phew, it is. Just had to double check. But look at that. That is phenomenal looking. What a beautiful building. Awesome. Now there's one final thing we can do, and it's going to be to take our birch fence gates all the way around the trim, just to give it like that proper Victorian look. Now you want to make sure that you curve these around accordingly and open them outwards. So this one, as it's the longer side, we'll open these this way around. Takes a long time to get done, but again, such a worthy section to get done, and it looks good when we've done it. Ooh. Yeah, bit awkward that one. There we go. Might be worth placing them all firstly and then going back to open them all. But if you're like me, you like a bit of a harder task, do it this way. I should not have done it this way. There we go, to that corner, just like so. And that is that one completed. Now we need to get some details done on the platform, these little huts as well, and then the other signal and water tower, and I think we're done. So good stuff. Let's maybe finish the platform, then get these signals and things done as well. So we're now going to take ourselves these huts that are going to be on the platform, and they're also going to be around the platform here. I thought we'd get these done next so we can get them out of the way, because there's 3 of them, and obviously they got the same materials really, so good stuff. We'll take mangrove planks, we'll take a mangrove button, a mangrove door, some birch planks, a glass pane, a polished deep slate slab, a mangrove slab, a white banner, and some birch stairs as well. First one is at the end of the platform this way, of course, so we're going to start by building this one, and you can sort of see where the poster is on the car park side. So we want to build kind of around here, covering this up. We'll take 3 mangrove planks here, and then 1 up on each side, and we'll do our mangrove door in the middle. We'll take a button here, then we'll turn the corner, and we'll do 4 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll double these up just like so. We'll then take ourselves birch planks for 2 on the sides and at the back here as well. Go over the doorway. Over this way we can just do basically another 4 like so, and also do the same with our mangrove down below. We'll add in a flooring in here if you want to make this into a shed. Take yourself glass panes for 3. We'll do our birch planks over the top of these 3, and then we'll take our mangrove slabs and our deep slate slabs to build the roof. What we want to do here is build out on this one. We're going to go, so we're on the next block up from our birch here with a whole block. Then we'll do like a slab block. Oh, actually, we'll do this a bit more this way. So we'll do a whole block here, and then a slab block down, like so. We'll take this one into a slab block up top, and then a whole block down to the wall there. So you can see we need to add in another birch here and here. We're going to copy this design on the other side. So we'll do ourselves a slab block, an actual block, and a slab block down this way. And then all we need to do is copy this with the deep slate. So we do 2 here, whole blocks in the middle, slabs on the very top, and whole blocks at the very back. Just like so. Now for the back wall in there, you don't want that to be on show, so you just want to go ahead and change this into the same materials as you've used for the shed, like so. Nice one, that looks much cleaner, much better. Lovely, good stuff. Okay, next we're going to take ourselves down to the other sheds, down this way, and build these in as well. So there's going to be this coffee shed, and there'll also be like another shed for tools and things on the platform here. So we'll leave 1 fence here, And we'll build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with our mangrove, up for 2. Turn the corner, do 1 block here, and then 4 just here. We'll do another bunch here to make into a square shape like so, or a big rectangle. We'll do a mangrove door again here, and then birch planks stacked for 2 all the way around this. Like so. We'll do a block over the door just there. And then again we want to take ourselves one of these slanted roofs. So we'll build ourselves a slab out here on the diagonal. Then a block just here. Then a slab block. Then we'll do ourselves another slab just up here. Excuse me. And then a block, or a slab, oh my god, a voice break. A slab block just here. A whole block. And then a slab here as well. Now we want to try and copy this on the other side as well. Excuse me. I need to clear my throat before it happens again. So then we'll take ourselves a mangrove slab up on this corner, like so. Block here, slab block, slab, slab block, block, and a slab here like so. And then we can do ourselves the polished deep slate slabs, and matching with the mangrove, and again here in the middle. Now this one's actually going to have slabs in the middle for these 4, so you do them like so. And then we'll copy this all the way to the bottom. And you can see we need to add in some more of these birch, so we'll do that in the middle. Just knock out those deep slate for that. And then again over this way as well. Here, here, like so. If you want to do the same on the inside, please feel free. Obviously we don't need these to be seen, so you can just build this over into a big wooden shed, and then down here use your mangrove for the actual flooring, like so. This one's an empty one, it's just for decoration. But there we go. And on the back of this we have ourselves these 4 white banners that I think go in this spot. They might even go 1 block down. Just here like so. So kind of behind the candles on the fence post there. Nice one, that looks really good. Okay, now for the other one, the one next door. We're going to do this one again about 5 blocks along. And this one's going to be directly here, 1 block away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with our mangrove. Up for these 2. We'll build these to the same position forward. And this, you can imagine, is like the coffee shop. So you can get yourself a coffee and sit on the picnic bench and spectate the trains. And we'll do ourselves a door on this one, coming around the side here. Actually, I think this is 1 block less. So I think this actually chops off just here and here like so. So let me just double check on my dimensions. Yeah, it is. 1 block less. We'll do the door on this second one from the end. So the mangrove door will go in here. And then of course we need to build up planks along like this. Now this one on the back is only going to be 1 layer of this 5. And these are going to be worth 2 high. So there's going to be stairs on these ones here. And then there'll need to be a whole block of deep slate on those ones. And deep slate coming out the back over the stairs like so. Nice one. There's also going to be a few more of these blocks. So coming forward over our coffee bar. So we'll do 3 of these in total. Like that. And then we need to actually get some new materials so we can actually go ahead and complete this. But for the most part it's looking good. We'll take ourselves also a... let's leave that for now. I think we'll get the materials. But let's just quickly put in some mangrove planks down here. And a floor, of course, in here as well. So that's ready to go for some more materials. Nice one. Good stuff, guys. So now we're going to take ourselves an item frame, a bamboo trapdoor, a cauldron, a dark oak trapdoor, cocoa beans, mangrove stairs, polished deep slate stairs, a birch slab, and spruce trapdoors as well. And what we're going to do here is stick ourselves 6 item frames on this back wall and do our cocoa beans in the middle for the coffee beans. We are going to take ourselves upside down deep slate stairs just on the front of our coffee bar. So we're going to take our mangrove stairs here in replacement of these slabs. So 1 upside down here and 1 upside down this way around, like so. And then we're going to take ourselves down to here with our dark oak trapdoors on the front of our coffee bar just here. and these ones are going to be wanting to be stacked for 3, and then the spruce will be on the sides for 2. So these are kind of like the shutters that come in when the shop's closed. On the very back here, you can do yourself the cauldron in the gap down here. Spin back around to the front, and just place yourself a bamboo trapdoor just here on the side, like so. Nice one. So that's kind of like a little gap there between the 2 buildings. Good stuff. That looks really good. If you wanted to add in a little bit extra, you can just take another slab of deep slate and just double up these ones on the top, like so. Just to give it even more sort of a slope on there, like so. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, nice one. Now the slabs for the birch go in here for these 3. And then what you want to do for the texturing on the inside of these, so to give it some actual detail and whatnots, is you want to take yourself some bits and bobs that look like coffee. So I went with Potion of Weakness, I went with Potion of Healing, and I also went with an enchanted bottle, one of these ones, which doesn't really look like anything to do with coffee, but you can also use a honey bottle if you can find that. I think it's around here somewhere, isn't it? Honey bottles look good. Any sort of thing that you can imagine a coffee shop would be selling would look awesome. So I recommend just taking whatever you fancy. So I'm going to go with a Potion of Leaping, so it's kind of like a yellow colour. But, oh, there's the Potion of Honey. Potion of Honey? Bottle of Honey. Dragon's Breath also looks really good as well. And I also recommend taking flower pots for your cups. So we'll do the cups kind of facing outwards and do our coffee on the back wall like so. Those are the options. Yeah, that looks really nice. Little coffee bar there, set up on your train station. Looks epic. Let's get our item frames back, and I also want to show you a little tip I did down the other end of my platform. So I took myself iron tools, 3 of them. I took myself the item frame, and in the shed where you can see the windows, I actually put myself some tools in these windows, just representing tools you'd find probably on a platform for trains. So doing them all the same way around, like so. And then you can see them out of the window, and yeah, just adds a little bit of detail, I think. Looks pretty cool. Alright, let's get some more materials and finish up the details around here, and then onwards with the final signal and water tower. So we're now onto our platform just here. We're going to take ourselves some black carpet, some string, a composter, a mangrove trapdoor, some flowering azalea leaves, probably one of the best materials in Minecraft, a chain, some stripped spruce wood, some birch signs again, and a decorated pot. First things first, let's go to the back of our coffee shop and just add in ourselves 4 pieces of string in line with the birch stairs. And that allows us to place black carpet on the edge just like so. Perfect, that's done. Let's go down this way and take ourselves mangrove trapdoors for these 3 and fold these over the top of the water buckets. Underneath this black stained glass pane, we'll do ourselves a flowering azalea and a mangrove trapdoor beneath that one. You can actually do the same on this one over here as well, so it saves you a job for later. Now we'll also do ourselves a composter to the left of the water bucket. We will go up to this polished andesite just here, and we want to build just a block above with our stripped spruce wood, and then we want to do 1, 2, 3 just out from that one, like so. We'll do ourselves chains above these, and you can imagine they're sort of swinging from the ceiling. On the left side we'll write ourselves ticket. We'll do all in caps just so it's nice and easy to read. So do ticket. Second line down is always really cool. And then we'll write office, again all in caps, like so, second line down. And then third sign we'll write obviously here, so people can find their way to the ticket office. Now we also want to do these on the back side, so we'll write the opposite way around, ticket, again capitals. This one may take a little while, so what I'll do is when I teach you guys a sign, I'll just go ahead and go back later and add the other way around as well. And you guys, if you keep that in mind, do the same thing. But I won't show you how to do it because otherwise it might get a bit boring. But tickets, office, and then here. Here, in the caps like so. Hell yeah, awesome. So we've got the ticket office done. We need to add in ourselves another flowering azalea, kind of up this way. This one is going to be in line with this second kind of beam on the roof. And it will be 1 space in front of the beam, so just here. Flowering azalea, trapdoor. These flowering azaleas are literally chain, flowering azalea, and mangrove trapdoor. Super easy to remember, which is helpful for us. That looks good. In line with the door is the next one. This one is going to be one space away from the polished again. So again, do the same thing. Those ones there. And then we also do the flowering one space away from that one as well. So we just add this one in firstly. And then we'll do ourselves the signs up here. Now I think this sign is a bit different, so I'll come back to that in a second. I'll do my pots beneath. There's going to be a pot here. There will be a pot, I think about 4 spaces away. So they'll count on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 5 here. And one back up diagonally to the left, sorry, to the right. One more. Need to learn my rights and lefts. There we go, that's perfect. Next one is going to be in line with this door. So again, you can imagine it's going to be one space away from the stair up here. So just add that in. You already know, that's pretty cool. And then this next flowering azalea is going to be in line with this beam over here. So off from the side, like this. Nice one. Again, that one's going to have a different sign, so we'll come back to that in a moment. There'll be another composter on the ground down here for another bin, like so. So in line with this sign up here, this big sign, and this little door, it says General. General. Like so. Make sure to move these onto the second line down, just so they're nice and middle, sort of centralized. And this one's going to say Waiting. So General Waiting, and you can imagine it says Room. On the last one, General Rating. Rating Room. Rate the station in the room. It's like a big review place. So again, you write on the back of this, obviously General Waiting in this one. Like I said, I wasn't going to teach you guys how to do this. You know how to do it. But I'm just going to do this one now. I've already started. For the next time I won't though. I'll leave you guys to do it. Room like so. Perfect. Looking good. Looking good. So that's awesome. Next one is, this one is a little bit weird. It's got an actual arrow on it. This one is an arrow. So we do ourselves a, is it a greater than sign? Do I need to go back to school? Probably. We'll do ourselves a 4 little dash and move this down to the second line down. On this one, we'll write ourselves way. Second line down. And then out, of course. So out. Second line down. And then you do it on the flip side. And again, obviously, you've already done that one. So perfect. You've got your 3 signs on here. We are going to need to go with another one. Oh, wait, let's just check. Have I done everything? That one's done already. We've done that one. Perfect. General Waiting Room. We've just done that one. So that's all done. We've got that composter done, which is perfect. Let's go along this way. There's another azalea. This one's going to be just after the scales here. So it's going to be on this one. Just here. Oops, not there. Just here. Perfect. And then there's going to be another azalea just after and in line with this hut. Just here. Perfect. And then there'll be a final station sign. Excuse me. In line with this final beam for 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And this one is the nicest one. It says platform, not 9 3/4. It says platform. Hey, that would be a fun tutorial. Coming soon. Maybe. Platform and then 2. Here we go. And again, you do this on the other side as well as the one we missed, which is obviously the way out one. So let's get these done, guys, and then we will get back to business. So to finish off the detail on the platform, we're going to take ourselves some dark oak stairs, some dark oak fence gates, some spruce fence gates, a dark oak trapdoor, some spruce stairs, a barrel, a chest, a spruce trapdoor, and some white stained glass panes. We're going to make some clutter in this corner, and to do that we need to take ourselves the different stairs. We're going to start by doing ourselves a, maybe we'll go for a barrel, just 2 blocks away from the shed, here. We'll do ourselves a spruce stair here, a dark oak upside down in front of it, a dark oak the right way around here, with one on top, an upside down spruce facing backwards, just here. Up in this corner we'll do ourselves an upside down spruce with a fence gate facing this way, if you can get it in there, and open. Open either way around is fine. Trying to get it round the other way, but it won't. It doesn't like it, so we'll do it that way. We'll do ourselves a dark oak fence gate here, and another spruce one that way. Dark oak trapdoor on the floor. We'll do a dark oak stair here with a dark oak trapdoor on top. We'll do ourselves a barrel here, a barrel on the side here. We'll do a barrel, no, I'll tell you what, we'll do an upside down stair just here with a folded up spruce trapdoor here. Actually, we'll make this one go backwards just so you can't see it like so. Well, not really. And then again in here we'll do ourselves another upside down stair, just like so. And again we'll place ourselves a spruce trapdoor, chest up here. We'll do ourselves a barrel sideways next to the scales. We'll do another one, sorry, in line with it that is, not on the next layer up, and a chest just here. Then we'll take ourselves another barrel here, and I'm actually going to swap myself some barrels for blocks now. So I'm going to take myself blocks of spruce, and I want to replace these stairs actually. And then do myself 2 here and 1 here. Spruce trapdoor, that is perfect. I'll do myself a dark oak trapdoor up here, and one the other side of this scale as well. Fold it down. Over here I'm going to build my big board. I'm going to take myself the dark oak stairs for this. In line with the spruce trapdoor. Upside down. Oops, I accidentally put a stair in the item frame. And then we'll do stairs back to back on top, diagonally away. Upside down here, and normally. We'll do ourselves dark oak trapdoors underneath this section. One on top here, one on top here. And then white stained glass panes in the middle of our big notice board just up here. Perfect. Alright, let me get some more materials. We are almost there, assassins, I promise you. The last of these materials, we need ourselves a compass, an item frame, a white... Wait, what the hell was that? A white banner, a black banner, a light blue banner, some paper, an andesite wall. We want andesite slabs as well, and andesite stairs. We're going to stick our compasses in the top of our scales. We need another item frame for that. And we want a bit of paper to be in this bottom one to give you the reading. Over here on this wall we'll do ourselves the banners. We'll do 3 of our white banners for these railway posters. 1 space away, a black banner, and a light blue just there. Perfect. Oh, we're also going to need to take ourselves a little bit of detail here. I've just realised. So we're going to remove some black banners and the blue banners. And we're going to take ourselves an oak fence just... No, we'll go with spruce actually. Spruce fence. And we'll get ourselves a brown candle as well. We may as well complete this whilst we're here, so we don't have to worry about it later. And we'll do 3 of these just here, and then a brown candle on top. Perfect. I'm not really sure what that is, but that is in there now. We've done it. Good stuff. Alright, let's work our way back down toward the water tower. And we can actually now start to build this. We're going to stick an andesite stair this way around, so facing back toward the other signal. Then our 3 slabs this way. And then we want a stair to be upside down behind it, so facing back in toward the tower like so. We then want to get ourselves down to the ground here and build a platform for our water tower here. So we're connecting the pipe here on the far side. We need to build forward from it. We then need to build ourselves up for 6 andesite wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And build all of these 4 up to our 6. Just like so. Perfect. We can then take ourselves 4 blocks of andesite on top and do ourselves andesite walls all the way around this. Just like so. Amazing, that looks awesome. Down below we can also do ourselves 2 andesite stairs, out on each sides. Like that for the base. That looks a lot more secure now. Over on the other signal we can do ourselves andesite wall here and here. We're going to build a block in the middle and do 3 blocks over. Wall, wall, block, wall, wall, wall. Oh, sorry, blocks for 3. And then finally, block, wall, wall, and then 3 blocks up top here. Now to build the part that kind of holds up this upper section, we need to go behind this second lot of blocks, placing an upside down stair. Then we'll do ourselves a block up here on the diagonal with a slab on the lower point. and then 3 slabs on the next bit. Oops, sorry, I placed slabs in the wrong spots. So 3 slabs there, and then 2 slabs diagonally out from those ones just there. And that should be that one. Held up and looking good. So the final materials you will need, assassins, are these right here. You're going to want some andesite, some andesite stairs, a water bucket again, a red stained glass pane, a white stained glass pane, a mangrove sign, doorright wall, and some white candles. And what we're going to do is go up to the top of the water tower. We're going to build a 2-block wall all the way around our stairs here. And then we'll put ourselves stairs the right way around in this curved shape, like so. And of course, no water tower is complete without actual water. So add the water in here. There we go. Amazing, look at that, that looks awesome. And then we'll go up to the signal and actually build the signal so it's nice and safe for the trains. We'll do a doorright wall up here. 3 of our candles up here. Our red stained glass pane here. Our white one and our red one. And then under here we'll do ourselves a mangrove sign just like so, nice and plain. And that is it, assassins. That is it. Oh my word. Obviously it's not quite it. If you wanted to go ahead and actually fully complete it, you want to take out the border, that is a must do. And then you may want to build my little Thomas train, my little Hudswell Clark train for your station as well. So there's a full tutorial on this one and the carriages as well on my channel, which I'll link in the description if you want to build it. But yeah, for the most part, we have completed the entire station. Well done, assassins. That was a hell of a build. Now I tell you what, when I always finish a big build like this one, I always tend to look around and think, have I actually got everything done? Have I not missed anything? Hopefully I haven't. But if you guys spot anything, let me know in the comments below, please do. But yeah, I'm gonna stand here and now wait for my train to come through. I'm really excited that we've got this done. This is so cool. Now this build has been immortalized on the channel forever, so good stuff. And this station, which is amazing. So thank you so much for joining me for this 5-part mini-series, guys. I really hope you've had fun building this Victorian train station here in Minecraft. And you guessed it, it is of course the Ramsbottom train station here in Minecraft from, of course, the East Lancashire Railway. Thank you so much, assassins. Thank you so much for your hard work once again. You should be very proud of yourselves. This is a very intricate build, but we have managed to master it and build ourselves another station. So good stuff. If you want to stay tuned for future tutorials for all things railway, I am not going to stop here. I really enjoyed this one and I want to do this again. Definitely consider subscribing today and staying tuned for the future of the railways on my channel. It's going to be awesome. If you care to drop a like on this one so it gets recommended to more people out there, train enthusiasts, train spotters, and Minecraft train fans out there, that'll be awesome. And if you want to check me out on the social medias, you can do so in the description below. But I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your day. Please take care. Always take care on the railways. A big shout out to the East Lancashire Railway for making my childhood the great thing that it was because of your railways. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed this build. It is dedicated to all of the staff, all of the enthusiasts, and all of the volunteers who help the East Lancs run. So thank you guys. Anyways, take the best of care, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon for another Wheelassassin guide. Goodbye for now.